internal game of the week. It's the Penrith Panthers, and it's not round one. I did this on a Mac computer, and I'll tell you right now, Mac computers are terrible. It is the round 14 team list. You got Dylan Edwards, Sinea Taruva, Tyrone Peachy, Stephen Crichton, Brighton Toto, Jerome Luai, Nathan Cleary, Moses Leota, Mitch Kenny, James Fisher-Harris, Scott Sorensen, Zach Hoskin, and Isaiah Yeo, with a bench of Sonny Luke, who has been playing extended minutes in reserve grade to kind of carry the load during his origin period. Lindsay Smith, Liam Martin, Jamin Salmon, Jack Cogger. In the extended bench, you got Luke Garner, Tom Jenkins, Eisenhoof, Henry Targo, and Spencer Leniu. So a strong Penrith side, an origin-heavy Penrith side. You do obviously look at that extended bench, and you've got Spencer Leniu who can come in, Isaac Targo who can come in, Eisenhoof that can come in. So Luke Garner as well. So they're not short of options that can come in if players are rested. My main concern is if you rest a 6 or 7, who jumps into that half position? If there's reports about Nathan Cleary having a toothache, a real fake, whatever, say he plays Origin, he misses this game because he's getting his tooth pulled out or whatever.
What a fucking soft cock.
But who goes into that? Like, you always just say O'Sullivan, he's in there. Jaden Summons in there. But if you rest both these players, I don't think we live in a world where a Tyrone Peachy and a Jamin Salmon win you this game, if I'm being completely honest. So I do expect one of them, if it's not Cleary, maybe Luai gets rested, maybe Crichton, maybe Toto. But talk to me about this side. Talk to me about that horrible person in a number 15 jersey, and then we'll jump into the Dragons to wrap it up.
Look, that number 15 player, he isn't terrible at all. Just to put it out there, he's a pretty nice guy. So, look, he's knocking on the door of New South Wales. Just remember that, Lindsay, that I've called it here first, not your mate here, Tony. So,
what do you mean, mate? I've already seen him play for the junior New South Wales, man. It's all right. That's enough. That can survive.
No, see, he has no faith in you. See, if you play State of Origin, I'll come watch you play, mate. I'll come watch you play. I might even.
You'll go against him. You'll go against him. So don't talk Mr. Nice Guy. You'll be going against him.
I'll probably put on I'll probably paint my nails blue for you if you make the squad or something, So, look, Nathan Cleary with his toothache injury. Look, I think he's soft. Get over it. Needle it up. I do it every day. Play on, like, really. If you're not going to play State of Origin, you don't deserve Kangaroos jersey because you're soft. Probably don't deserve this jersey this week. Maybe take off the whole year if that's the case. But if it is false, I take everything back. What I just said, it was all a joke. Haha. I see a world where Jerome might back up over Nathan Cleary this week. Obviously, they've got the Dragons. So lead 7, replace the 6. Maybe Stephen Crichton comes in at 6 just to fill in for a game. Put in Jamin Salmon maybe at 6. Who knows? I just see if there's one person that's going to be dropping out, I think maybe Luai gets rested. Nathan Cleary starts this game. He's really important to this squad. So it just all depends on how the game in 24 hours unfolds. And at this time, I think the game would be over.
Yeah, well, this time tomorrow we should know. Obviously, it is 10 o'clock, guys. We are recording this one quite late. So this time tomorrow, barring a referee going out there and blowing 750 penalties and 650 video ref decisions, the game would be over. We'll know who has won game 1. It probably won't be tomorrow, but we'll try and figure out a time where we're free to review State of Origin game 1, and we'll chuck that up. But it is the Penrith Panthers. They are taking on the St. George Illawarra Dragons. Baxter, take it away, mate, because this team hurt me a couple of weeks ago and I don't want to talk to them.
Oh, look, this beautiful red V side, Tyrone Sloan in the fullback role, Matthew Flegler and Melika Ravalawa in the wing position, Moses Sully, Zach Lomax makes his second week return into the centre roles, Amon and Hunt are the halves, Francis Molo and Michael Molo in the forward prop role, Jacob Little to make his second week start at 9 in the hook position, Billy Burns, Jaden Sula in the second row, Jack DeBellin in the lock position, Jaden Sullivan, BMM, Jaden Hunt, Josh Kerr in the interchange bench. Moses and By will be the 18th jersey. Toby Couchman, Zane Musgrove, Max Flegley, and T. Mogar to make the extended bench. Look, they look good 2 weeks ago against you guys. And as I had in my round wrap-up, you have to play to the final whistle. You have to play the until the fat lady sings. You look good in the middle of that second half, but Ben Hunt kick it over. This bloke kicks it over, and what a way to end a Friday. The start of Friday night game for me. A little cheeky win on the sports bet there. Thank you, Dragons.
And for me, my phone went halfway across the room. So someone was happy with their phone, someone threw their phone, but that's all right.
Look, it's okay. It's okay. I think your girlfriend can afford to get you a new phone. She's got a new car, so she can get you a new phone. So don't worry about that. But it's not. You got a lot of youngsters in this squad. You got a few youngsters that can be added to this squad who are obviously out injury, and I think it's mental illness as well. Hope they get better soon so we can see them on this pitch in the near future. But if it is all confirmed and Jason Ryles take over the squad, you have a lot of youngsters, a lot of youth in this squad that you can build around, and you can get rid of all this dead weight. Because I think if we haven't touched on it, I am about to touch on it. After the 2025 season, I think there's only 3 or 4 players that have signed on past that season for the 2026 season. So really, Ryles is coming in at a good if he is, he's coming in at a good time. He has to absorb 2024. He removes a lot of dead weight. Absorb 2025 season, can build upon his previous season, and he loses all the rest of the dead weight, and he can start fresh from 2026. And I think, you talk about coaches who have been in, you look at their career at other places like, not Mick Potter, but the bloke before Trent Barrett at the Bulldogs. He absorbed all that salary cap pressure, and just as the light at the end of the tunnel, obviously the results weren't in his favour. They axed him, and then the next coach came in, and it had all that salary cap. Spending money. So if it is to be that, as I said, good use. I haven't tipped him in this game. I've gone Panthers, and they're going to be 13 plus. So what do you think about this game?
I think a bit of the same. I think Penrith get this job done. Obviously, Ben Hunt lives in a world where he can't really rest from this game, or it could get quite ugly. He goes back into that 7 role, a little bit different to what he is playing at Queensland, but he's an absolute athlete, he's an absolute talent. And like we said, if we take away that one moment, clip it out from a grand final, you go, what an absolute career this bloke has had up until this point. But unfortunately, that's the way the internet works. People are going to hate on him because he's a good player. If he was a shit player, he probably disappears and no one really cares about him. So I think Penrith win this game. I think they win 13 plus. And before we wrap up, obviously just talking about Jason Ryles, it's all but confirmed he's going to the Dragons. No bad blood from me. I think whatever bad blood there is between him, Robinson, Politis, it'll be under the water come the end of the season. But I hope that if he does go to the Dragons, he does get the backing of both the Steelers and the Dragons board. I hope he can go in there and go, I don't want this player post-2025. I don't care if it's Ben Hunt, for example. I don't want him here. I want to build with player A. I don't want Zach Lomax on $750,000. Get rid of him. Let's feed this youngster. I just hope he does get the backing from board. He signs the players he wants. He gets to play the players he wants. And it's not a side that is challenging for a title. So I hope he gets the time to turn this team around and turn them into a 2010 Dragons where they were a premiership threat. they did fight. So obviously, good luck to Riles if he does go. I think it's all but done, but let's hope he does get the back in. But Baxter, that is the end of round 14. We have some predictions the same, a lot of predictions different.
Did you go Panthers? Panthers, sorry.
Panthers 13 plus. I'm not tipping the Dragons after what they did to me. They played their one good game of the year.
So I'm having a little battle with some people. They don't like how I'm saying. Here. This is a typical saying. When the cat's away,
the mouse will play.
See, I like the Italian. I like the Italian interpretation of it. It's if the cat's away, the mouse will dance. I like that version, and everybody's calling me an idiot, and I'm like, well, hey, the Italians can't be wrong because that's what it's translated to. So,
well, you know what? I have no idea how we get to the end of an hour and 30 podcast and we're talking about mouse dancing or mouse playing. But
we just look.
Let's talk about it for a second. Mouse playing, mouse dancing. Either way, does it really matter? Because there's no mice in the NRL. Does it really matter?
We're talking about where to watch this State of Origin game tomorrow night because I will be child free. So, you know, as I said, I'll be child free. So they said when someone said, "Well, when the cat's away," I said the mouse will dance, and apparently they called an idiot. But really, if you look it up, if you type in Google,
you should go watch it in Queensland with your other mates. Maybe go watch it up there where you're going to be a bit more welcome tomorrow.
Well, I think you will be upset come 10 p.m. and your girlfriend will be very, very happy, given that she is now supporting my lovely state, and so is my older sister. And maybe my parents can give you a shoulder to cry on. But
you know what? We will find out, Baxter. We will have obviously state versus state. One of us will be happy, one will be upset. Our teams aren't playing, so hopefully we both can be happy by the end of this round. Obviously, that doesn't show my tips, but hey, if there's an upset against Melbourne, I'm a happy man regardless. But Baxter, thank you for joining me. Guys, thank you for being patient. We did have 2 weeks off. It looks like we have got all the technical issues sorted. We should be back recording once.
Can I give a movie review? Can I give you a movie review instead of we doing the questions at the end? I want to give a movie review every week, and I want you to.
Well, hold on. It can't be a movie that's A, new, or B, out in cinemas because people might be.
No. This game is from 1999. It's got Kevin Costner in it. It's called For the Love of the Game. I want you to watch it. It's really good. Baseball movie.
You're going to give me a review? Or you're just going to sit here and tell me?
No. I want you to go watch it. I've watched it many, many, many times, and I want you to enjoy it. Right now, you could watch it on Binge or for free or Foxtel subscription. So.
I have watched it before, but Baxter, I will go and watch it this week. I will watch it before we.
You know what? For our Origin review, we'll talk about. We can touch on it, and we can. You can bring up another movie. Yeah, well, let's
touch on it then. We'll start recommending movies at the end of the episode. We're going to introduce red light, green light. We did touch on it in an earlier episode, but we'll have an episode. I don't want to say stealing the idea, but kind of like the 10 in the bin that Channel 9 does have. We'll do red light, green light. It'll go for about 10 minutes. We'll bring the hot topics, whether it's 2 referees on the field, red light, green light, for example, or no suspensions during Origin, red light, green light, or something like that. We'll bring them up next week. But Baxter,